even though I was focused on beating Mr. Miyamoto, I heard some of you laughing.
Reggilar show.
Don't try to deny it.
Gotta be comfortable.
Nintendo news.
Nintendo news.
Sean, go.
All right. Last week it wasn't a big thing. Thanksgiving. Nintendo actually didn't have too much news going, but we actually have a good amount now. The Louvre app. They did the Louvre Museum in Athens. The Louvre, as Satoru Iwata says. This is something I knew about a year ago. Nintendo actually put 3DSs at the Louvre. You know how they have like audio guides at most museums?
They have like DS guides?
Well, yeah, it's like visual. It's a visual representational guide where it does the audio thing where you listen to, whoa, this is made in 1400. It was, they chopped her arms off. This is the statue of whatever that statue is called that has no arms. Stuff like that. And they had a visual representation.
It's the best freaking representation, description of that statue.
They hired me to do the talk. Anyway, I work for Nintendo.
Sean is a big art guy.
Right.
Big art guy.
So Shigeru Miyamoto worked on this for 5 to 6 years. I'm not sure why it took him so long.
Why did they have Shigeru Miyamoto making a Louvre app?
Well, it wasn't just him, but I think he was like the head on the thing, and he had people under him.
Yeah.
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah. What? So anyway, why they had him doing it, I don't know. Maybe because he was interested in doing it? Because he actually had fun doing it.
I mean, yeah.
He likes art or whatever.
He does.
If you express interest in doing
He likes art and playing the banjo. And
He does
Playing the
banjo. He does that quite often.
Fun fact.
But the recent news, because this is a year-old thing, and I knew about it back then, is they released this on the eShop for anybody. You can just purchase it right now. It got released last week. The Louvre in France actually has... That's the only place to get hard copies. Did you get it?
Yeah.
So that's part one of this interesting news. The second part is that the physical copy at the Louvre is region-free. You can buy it and put in your Japanese 3DS or your American one.
Right. Because that would make sense.
But that brings up the question, because we know the 3DS is region-locked. Is it the system that does the region locking, or is it the games?
I think it's probably the games then. On that scale, when you have something that's region locked like that, when you have to cut it down to if it's hardware or software or something like that, normally when they region lock stuff like that, I normally just go ahead and say it's the system.
Right. So it makes the most sense, and you wouldn't have to keep putting the chip in every single game.
Right, but now that you kind of bring that up and they've sort of shown that, it makes sense they would say that the games are region locked.
Well, maybe it's the game specifically that isn't region locked. Maybe there's something in the game's code,
there
or
could be
some kind of
coding
chip or
system.
something in it that bypasses
all the region locking business.
Regardless, I'm assuming this Louvre thing is us talking about region locks. Is this what we're talking about?
Yeah.
We're talking about the Louvre.
I mean, it's just weird. Why would they do this?
Right, okay.
But that's Nintendo anyway.
It's kind of a weird, but I think this is interesting to talk about region locks, because region locks are stupid.
They are. Why does it matter if I don't live in Finland that I can't play a game in
it's
Finland?
interesting. It's interesting that there is a way to bypass, regardless of how it's done.
Yeah.
Not every game has to be region locked.
Right.
So
Nintendo showed it firsthand now.
I think Nintendo needs to not region lock the stuff. Nobody else is doing it.
No.
Not even...
Wait, isn't PlayStation?
No. Xbox is region locking places.
No, even the One isn't region locked.
Be.
No, it's not.
No.
Which is insane because...
No, they're not
the
selling
Xbox
it.
One is the console version of Hitler.
No.
Or at least it was. And even they're not region locking stuff, and it's just stupid. It's stupid. If if Weeaboo Sean here, if he knows how to speak Japanese, why can't he just import a Japanese game and play it on a system? Why does he have to get a Japanese system? I mean, you can do it anyways. It's just more money.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
it's
just stupid. I don't understand the purpose.
I think I got that backwards. Xbox One isn't region locking their stuff. They weren't selling it to other regions. I thought it was only for the U.S.
No. Okay.
In the beginning.
There were certain places, I think we're going to get into the One here for a second, because we're halfway there. Let me just throw this out, okay?
Yeah,
right.
No region lock on the One. However, some areas of the world, quite a bit actually, did not have the proper internet infrastructure to support the update once a day. Because remember, the guys who make The Witcher were talking about that. They wouldn't even be able to play The Witcher on the One in Poland. it just did not have the necessary internet structure.
So anyway, screw
region
that.
locking is stupid. Don't do it. Nintendo, stop. Sean, what's next?
More news.
Right, so the next thing that's really big is the update bringing Miiverse to 3DS is coming like on Monday. So that's going to be interesting. Hopefully that'll bring in, because it's going to bring in the tied Nintendo account where you can post Miiverse. It's going to bring in the tied money account for the eShop.
Yeah.
So
good move.
There's only one last step for Nintendo to do. Just link the accounts so you can re-download stuff if your 3DS breaks.
Right.
Or your Wii U breaks.
Can they remove the friends list cap?
That would be enjoyable too.
Or at least increase it.
Because it isn't only you can have 100 friends and that's it.
Something like that.
Because now that Pokemon came out, the more friends you have, the better.
Yes.
Because some people have
who have over 100
some, like like people that are maybe kind of like I don't want to say celebrities, I guess.
Social butterflies.
But like big video game people have accounts on it, but they can't be friends with a lot of people.
Right.
I only have like 30, and that was way more than I need because of Pokemon. Because I usually just have like main friends.
I got like 5.
Yeah. So.
I think that's just something. I think particularly the friends thing. I just don't think Nintendo really understands working within the confines of the internet a lot. I think this stuff's very, with friend codes and stuff like this, their stuff's very kind of controlled and very sanitized, and it doesn't.
It seems like they're trying to slowly, it's like they've got their claws and they're like dug in like a cat.
I mean, I love Miiverse. Don't get me wrong. Miiverse is fantastic.
No.
Well, maybe not. Maybe not
make that reference.
Maybe not the service itself is fantastic, but it's stupid. It's wonderful to, play some Super Mario 3D World and then see 800 pictures of Mario farting.
Pretty much.
It's just like what it was.
It's just it really was.
That was.
It's a magical experience.
I'm Luigi.
And you can do that on 3DS.
Yeah,
so anyway.
it's fun. I don't know.
Anyway.
Just because the user base is so stupid.
Well, they're all 12.
That makes it great. So.
And us. Anyway, go on.
What's next?
Next one, the rumor centering around Donkey Kong.
Reggie's going to show us his Cranky Kong.
Yeah, Tropical Freeze is that Cranky Kong could be the next playable character in the VGX going on.
What's he going to do? Break his arm?
They might release it.
He's going to break his cane.
He was the original Donkey Kong, man.
He was. He was the original.
He's selling barrels of jump, man.
I didn't say that he was bad. I just said now he's kind of
He's
past
coming
his
out of
prime.
retirement.
One last job.
We need you for bananas.
He's like the Rambo of the Donkey Kong.
You know what I bet the plot of Tropical Freeze is gonna be? Someone steals DK's bananas.
Whoa, jeez.
And
prediction. I'm using my ESP.
Hold on, I don't know. That's not a very safe prediction. I don't think you can actually say that.
I predict a lot of ice levels.
I predict someone steals bananas.
Maybe they stole his banana pops.
It's good, dude.
There you go.
You should go work for Retro.
You should.
I already work for Nintendo, so. Is there anything really else to say about that? That's just kind of weird.
Okay. Maybe. I don't know.
If Reggie was going to be at the VGX, then that's what he's going to say. He's going to show everybody his Cranky Kong.
Right. Which if
Let
he
me
did
see
show
that
his
Cranky
Kong, his Cranky Kong would have been shown by the time that this gets posted.
It's going to be all over the internet.
This is really irrelevant.
Pictures all over the internet.
Let me see your Cranky Kong, Reggie.
You space people of tomorrow will already know about Cranky Kong and whether or not.
Whether or not he's going to be
the next one. Nintendo, I mean, we already know they're doing weird stuff with the new Smash, with the Refit Trainer. Now they're putting Find Me in.
Right.
3DS Find Me thing.
So
the final boss.
This is what I'm worried about.
I'm sorry, he's a character?
We don't know.
Find Me.
We just saw
Find
pictures.
Me's a character.
He could be an assist trophy, which is what I'm thinking.
He's either an assist trophy or a
boss.
It could be a boss. I heard they're not doing story mode because the internet or something.
The internet.
They're not doing it because of the internet.
This is legitimately why they're not doing it.
Right. Okay.
He was throwing a bitch fit because within 10 minutes of Brawl coming out, all the cutscenes were on YouTube. So he said he's not doing it now.
Gotcha.
So whatever.
That's Sakurai.
No one cares.
I don't really see
Sakurai
why,
says,
you still have to suffer through it.
Well, I don't know. It could be a boss fight in some kind of thing. It could be an assist trophy. It could be something in the back.
But you were worried about.
What I'm worried about, does this mean that Mii's going to be in the game? Because can we not have Mii in the game?
Well, Reggie Mii. The Reggie Mii is the next character. as we all know.
I would like a Reggie Mii. I don't want to have Mii, though. I mean, it's cool that I could say, play Reggie or Hitler or something. I think this is my second Hitler reference. Yeah. Well, it will make Hitler a playable character in Smash, which is weird, but also kind of awesome. But
you can make a Glover Mii. Then you could put Glover on board.
I don't like this. To me, I'm still not. I know I'll sound like a grouch for saying this. I still don't like.
Sound like a
grouch.
Let him.
Anyways.
Hitler joke.
Hitler.
Fine.
You're not as good.
It's my Hitler jokes. So, I don't like the Wii Fit Trainer, or like, I don't like the concept of Mii. I guess it's maybe just kind of like.
I'm not too crazy.
I'm just not big on like new school Nintendo that much.
No.
Which is weird because I'm
doing a Nintendo
I'm
show.
like a co-host of some Nintendo show. But to me, like the mixing of the new and the old, it's kind of weird to me, and I just don't like.
My thoughts on it, I think it'll be interesting as an assist trophy. I hope that's where it goes. I just don't, because
that's not a playable. Isn't he just a blob or something? How could he even jump?
He's not very inventive.
No.
See, why not put something from Dylan's Rolling Western or some new IP that actually has character?
Yeah,
to it?
yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
that's always my problem with the Wii Fit trainers. There's just there's no character to the character, if you will. It's just like a mannequin.
There's no backstory. There's no preset. There's nothing really interesting about Wii Fit Trainer. I help you on the Wii Balance board because I think you're fat.
Well, anyway, that's the news. All the new Nintendo news you never knew you wanted to know.
Regular show. Thank you for joining us.
There we go.